Frank Knapp, Jr., President and CEO of the South Carolina Small Business Chamber of Commerce, which I co-founded back in 2000. Also co-chair of the Businesses for Responsible Tax Reform. The new tax law really is an unknown, but what we do know that it's not as great as it should be. We were not treated fairly and in comparison to the corporations. The C corporations are doing great. They got a 40% tax rate cut, permanent, easy to figure out, easy to plan with. They didn't have to qualify for it. It's just 40% tax rate cut. Small businesses, again, ours was a deduction. It was temporary, it goes away in 7 years. As you know, small businesses really are the center of our economy. There are 30 million of us out there. The economic result of the first 6 months of this year has not been good. We didn't get what we were promised when they passed this law. We were promised that all this 70% of the tax cut for corporations was going to flow to the working families. And in reality, 70% was used to buy back corporate stocks. So it went to the wealthy shareholders and it went to the corporate execs. A lot of those corporate execs now are cashing in those stocks because they know what might be happening. And we might be setting ourselves up for another recession when corporations become into this financial bubble of overinflated value. And then when it pops, we will all pay for that benefit that we gave to the wealthy and the corporations. We will hold that responsibility. Small businesses have led the way out of the Great Recession. We created most of the net new jobs. In fact, 2/3 of the jobs since 2008 has been created by small businesses. We are the lifeblood of most local communities. We should have been first priority for Congress of helping, but we weren't. We were an afterthought. C corporations had to get their big bite of the apple, and then they figured out how to divide up the rest. But they couldn't give us anywhere near what C corporations got because they were under some type of a guideline of how much they could increase the national debt. So the national debt's going to go up by $1.9 trillion over the next 10 years. And that debt is going to be owed by everybody, including the small businesses who didn't get the benefits. So what needs to be done is we need to get Congress to revisit this whole tax law. And if we need to change some of the people in Congress to do that, then small business owners need to be involved. We got a midterm elections coming up. They ought to know where their congressperson stood on this. Are they willing to revisit this? And if not, then maybe they need to get involved in somebody running against them. That's the way democracy works.